Guys, it's Chrissie with Chrissie's Divine Design Tarot, and today we're doing a reading for Virgo. Oh, yeah. So let's find out what your current energy is. This is going to be all about you this time, and we'll see what is coming in for you, how you're feeling about things, and if there's anyone special coming in for you. So let's look at your energy. Chiron, so you are hurt and healing. So whatever was hurting you in the past, you are healing this. At this time, you may be on your healing journey. Taurus, I have. So this is getting into let's see, I got that paper in the way here. I have is stability, which is all about your resources. This may be a change coming in for Taurus, the second house, which is all about your money and your possessions and the things you have. Now, this is to do with your neck or your throat when it comes to anything that may be health related. So, or that you're needing to speak up about something that you are not saying. So, this may be to do with your throat chakra, the ability to communicate and express yourself. So, there's a change coming in about maybe speaking up about something or to someone or reaching out to spirit to ask for help to heal whatever has plagued you in the past or that you are needing to let go of. Let's get one more and we'll look at the bottom of the deck. We have Saturn return, age. So we have number 50, which breaks down to 5, which is all about that change again. Doesn't have to be on the negative, it can be on the positive. So instead of being conflict and upheaval, which is sort of like the Tower card, this may be something that's unexpected for you. And it may revolve around um, maybe some freedom from somebody or freedom of thought or what you need to say. The freedom to be able to be you and speak your truth. You might be family oriented when it comes to things. You may even think about adapting some type of. I'm getting family really big in here. I know it's not number 5 for numerology, but you may be adapting something into your family or wanting to adapt something that's going to affect your family. Maybe it's an adventure, or maybe your curiosity has got the better of you on something. Maybe you're looking into something. I feel like this is a big change coming. With Mercury retrograde over, there's still a couple other retrogrades still in effect that may be still plaguing that part of relationships, having to do with revisiting the past, and some intensity when it comes to things, not wanting to really let go. You may feel incomplete in some way or that you're missing something. And it's kind of a funny kind of aspect to it because on the other flip of the coin, you also are going to have that feeling of, I feel like, um, that idea of seeing the truth, not having any illusions about anything, and the reason maybe something was let go of in the first place or needing to let go. We have Scorpio, we have intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing, seeing, knowing that you need to let go of something. And Saturn return is all about those responsibilities, those things to complete. And you may be feeling like there's things that you're needing to tie up those loose ends and get on that right path. And maybe you're feeling like you haven't done that yet or that you're not on the right path yet. I feel like you're going to realize a few things about that and see what you're needing to see with this. So maybe you have Scorpio in your chart and Taurus. Maybe those are heavy in your chart. There is water and earth here along with more earth. So you may have some water in your chart. And if you don't, it may be that you're needing to look at, with Taurus, that's kind of maybe somebody that's coming in for you. Okay, so somebody has had their ego hurt, or it may be getting in the way of the relationship. Maybe somebody's trying to control the narrative or trying to control you or control something. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's siblings, maybe it's parents. Could be your partner that you're with, or it could be siblings that are trying to get you, or even a friend that's trying to get you to do what they want you to do instead of what you want to do. Where needing to kind of go into that heart space and look at what you are wanting out of the deal here. Love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. Okay, so maybe you are feeling like there is something better coming, or this could just be that you are not wanting to let go, holding on, clinging on to something that is actually the more you hold on to, is the less chance they're going to come to you. They're going to just push you um, all the more away from them, especially if they feel like you're clinging or um, holding on too tight to them, where that you need them or have to have them in your life. And it's like, no, all you really need is you. But having a love isn't about needing a love, it's about wanting that love. If you need to have that love, then there's something missing here that you need to look within about. Wanting a love is much different, because needing that love is for ulterior motives here, whether it's finances or other areas of your life that you have this relationship put in place to begin with. Maybe it has to do with security or other reasons. But in having this, wanting your relationship is much different than being codependent on it. And being codependent, if you don't know what that is, it's all about uh, not being able to be okay on your own. If you're not okay on your own and you have to have somebody there all the time with you, there's something that you're needing to see about yourself. There's something you're putting on other people to fulfill you within. And it's about needing to fulfill yourself within, being okay on your own, knowing that you're going to make it just fine without anybody, not needing anybody, doing you your way, how you want it. Some people get lost in a relationship and they become what the person wants them to become. Let's see what you have going on with your telepathic messages to somebody out there that you may be conversing to, going, I know you're my love. I know you're coming. Why haven't you shown up yet? What's going on? How come things aren't being done? This is what I want to say to you. Study. Let love show you how to learn from each other. So, needing to kind of put some trust in your partner. I feel like you're going to learn a lot about them. You're going to study how they act, how they are, and how they handle certain situations. And by doing this, you're kind of studying how they need to be fulfilled just as much as you do. And this may be about learning their love language. And if you need to learn their love language of what fulfills them, if you know what fulfills them, then you're more able to fulfill that love, whether it's giving presents, whether it is that touchy feely, lovey dovey type of energy that you're looking for, or whether it's acts of service, doing things for them that they can't do themselves. Okay, guilty. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Now, this could be you, this could be your person here. Um, Feeling guilty about things. I feel like some shame and guilt here may be in the way of something. Maybe this is your person. Maybe this is what you want to say to your person. Maybe you feel guilty about not letting them in or wanting someone new because they haven't shown up. Oh, you haven't shown up yet. You're taking too long. I'm going to move forward and ask spirit for another person. This is where that patience comes in. And whether or not you believe that what you're asking for is going to come in for you. Now, take it from me. I have asked for things and they have shown up, and I've learned lessons from them. Big lessons in some case, some were self-worth. But in any case, each time that you have a relationship, you are learning about love. You are learning about yourself. And what you really need is to learn about what You are meant to learn from spirit and what areas you can work on for yourself about yourself, right? To be that better version of yourself. Let's see what else you're saying or someone's saying to you. Commitment. Yeah, you are looking for a commitment. Nowadays that it's hard to find. And monogamy, I don't know, maybe people aren't so much so. Maybe some people believe that that's just not doable. That everybody cheats and um, there's always someone else out there and getting in the way, or it's not realistic to think that you can't have monogamy. And monogamy, if you don't know what that means, it just means um, only having one, right? Not being open to having other relationships, just the one. And usually that's why people get married, right? Is because they're happy with one person. They're not looking for anyone else. They found who they were looking for. And in some cases, you grow and you grow apart. And that's okay too. I mean, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be playing the field all the time. And a lot of people don't want to have that commitment. And most women do. We don't look at love the same way. Some women, I can't speak for all, but not all women are stuck on commitment either, or marriage for that matter. So, but most of the time, we're not meant to be alone. Like for the human race, that is why Eve was brought in for Adam. So, I mean, we didn't come from their toe bone, we came from their rib bone. So, in other words, we are equal to them. And if anybody thinks differently than that, that's a shame because it shouldn't be any less than anyone else. We all come with a mission that we're meant to do, our life purpose that we're meant to do, and nobody should be above the rest. It's supposed to be embracing everyone the same, and it shouldn't be anybody is a higher person up because that's just ego getting in the way. Let's see when you're going to meet somebody and what kind of feelings may come of it. Moments. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. So when you meet your person, I feel like you're going to be daydreaming about some things, that love on the brain, fantasizing what your person might be like. And when you actually meet them, you're going to look at some of the things that really brought you joy when you did meet this person. You might be looking for those signs, or they're asking you to look for these signs. Your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Look at this marriage, honor your marriage and admire. It's time to think of everything that you admire about your partner. So, all the things that you feel and want in your partner, by envisioning those things now before you even meet them, is much more likely that you're going to find that person. What you put out is what you bring back. So, if you're like, I don't want this, I don't want a cheater, I don't want this, well, that's what's going out and that's what's going to come back. It has to be not what you don't want, it's what you do want and all the positive things that you want in that person. So you want loyalty. You want somebody that's going to be faithful. You're looking for somebody that's going to be all those good things that you're looking for. And that's what'll come back out. Because eventually, whoever you're with here is going to honor what you have together, just as much as you will. And this is when that two divine counterparts really come together, is when it comes to that commitment. And even if it's not marriage, maybe you don't want to get married, but it's going to be that commitment that is long lasting. Let's just put it that way. Even if it's just put a ring on it without getting actually married, just knowing that you're in that commitment. Yeah, there's deep feelings here and emotions. And this may be that you really do feel deeply for this person, and you might be a little afraid of exploring these, but you need to experience them in order to really have that connection blossom. And putting and trusting and loving in someone is scary for a lot of people. But just know that it's worth it when it's the right somebody, right? So let's have a look at some dreams that you may be dreaming or experiencing lately, or will be. These may be messages from your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for your highest and greatest good. So they're going to come in and let you know what you need to know through maybe your dreams. Maybe you've already had some of these. Let's see. Loneliness. So you may be looking, where is my person? I know they're out there. I'm going to just find my person when I go out. Next time, I'm going to look for somebody that I might connect with. Well, don't go out looking for them. They're going to come to you. It's going to be something that is happens, just happens. And it's not something you're actually going out specifically to drive the narrative to say, hey, today I'm looking for my person and I'm going to run into them and I'm going to make it happen. Okay, well, that's coming to an end, this loneliness. It will come to an end when you meet your person, okay? So that number 10 showing up, you're completing some cycles here for this renewal of self, for those doors to close and something else to happen in your life. But don't drive the narrative. Just let it happen naturally. If you bump into somebody and there's some sparks flying there and there's some like, hi, you're going to know. Okay. So let's see. Flying. Okay. So if you are flying, this is something that you're feeling good about. This is something that is a positive in your life. You may be looking at things as the big picture. Okay. And with that 5, this is something, well, we have 32, which breaks down to 5. We had 28 that breaks down to 10, which is 1, which is that new beginning, right? New opportunity. And with the number 5, this is going to be a change from what you're doing right now. And with these big changes, there may be some freedom, adventure, and curiosity, especially if you're already healed up and you're ready for something new. If you're still having issues or problems with somebody, you're needing to heal those things, or if you've just broken up, especially with the Mercury retrograde, a lot of that does happen at this time. So let's just see what's on the bottom of the deck. Fighting. So yeah, you may be fighting for that stability. Maybe you're having to get divorced. Now, maybe this is something to do with fighting yourself about what you're looking for, or the fighting the urge to find somebody. Uh, those, if you are codependent, you're going to need to know that you need to fight for yourself. Now, maybe you're fighting yourself on listening to your truth. And sometimes we ignore that intuition, but it's saying trust your intuition when it comes to this. Let's see if this person that you are talking with or sending messages to telepathically, if you have vows, a past life with. So vows. So you may have taken some vows with your person, maybe got married to them in the past life here, or you vowed never to do something here. Okay, so you may have been an orphan at some point in your past life. People may have left you. Maybe you were adopted, or were in uh, brought up as a nun, or in the nunnery or the church or whatever, where there's that feeling I'm getting like, it's almost like needing to, how do you say that? Work on those abandonment issues. I guess abandonment is the one I'm looking for. Oh, so maybe it was your father that abandoned you. Maybe you have father issues, or it could be somebody, a father of the church, or maybe you were adopted and it was by somebody that already had children, a father person, a father type who wanted to have children. Yeah, maybe you learned a lot about this. There may have been some wisdom that you were taught from your father that maybe took you in. Maybe it was a priest. See, lessons and blessings. So you definitely had faith. There's definitely lessons that you learned and blessings that were given to you based on what your wisdom, the things that you'd learned about yourself. And you passed those tests, you learned those lessons, and didn't let those types of people back into your life as you progressed. You were able to, sometimes when we embrace the dark side of things, we're able to see in others that dark sense because you already dealt with it yourself within yourself. So you're able to recognize it in others. So let's just see what angels, ancestors, or angels are coming in to help you with this. Let's see what angels are coming in and what they're going to help you with. Let's see. We have angel of families. So because of that orphaned aspect of yourself in your past life, you may be all about that family oriented that I was getting earlier. That family I was talking about when I was first reading. I think I was reading it in here. So that family oriented. Now, this is something that is something going to become a new beginning for you. Maybe you're going to have a family with somebody in particular here when you meet them. You have love on the brain. So, angel of manifestations. I like it. So, whatever you're trying to manifest, you need to believe in those positive things that you're trying to manifest, right? That new job, that new life, that new wife, husband, or children. Or maybe if you're past that part, maybe it's to retire with them, or maybe you're in between that part. Maybe you're looking for somebody to share your life with. Maybe you were divorced, maybe you were never married. Let's just see here. We have the number 7 with that, which is about maybe reflecting on your journey of life. And maybe you have that spiritual aspect, obviously, if you're watching the channel, maybe you're looking into spirituality. There's always that assessment that you have about your life, about how maybe you are coming across to other people. Maybe you've always felt misunderstood. Maybe you're working on the way of your communication and how to better communicate with that throat chakra coming up. Let's see here. The white light, angel of white light. That number 1 keeps coming up here once again with that new beginning, that new opportunities, maybe needing to plant some seeds here, maybe looking at what you really truly want, having that independence and ambition, taking all that hurt and all the things that you're learning and putting it into self to kind of get that ambition of what you want in your life. What have you always wanted to do? What's on your bucket list that you want to do? We're all here with our own life to accomplish things that we want to do, and it shouldn't be up to anyone else about what you want to accomplish. I mean, there's always a compromise and always to take into consideration of other people's. And I mean, it's got to work for you, right? And your person. So you have not just about yourself. Once you get into something here, you're going to need to maybe have, see what this is. Angel of the white light is somebody from your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides coming through as an angel to light up your path for you, having that white light surround you and protect you. Be in that white light of orb, that orb of white light, and ground it to the earth. Let's see. Clairvoyance. I like it. So you're definitely going to have that clairvoyance, which is that clear seeing, and you're going to be able to see what you need to see through messages of symbols, feelings. I feel like being able to see things maybe before they actually happen. Maybe you've had that before. Maybe this is something you've asked for, or this is just a gift you've always had. With number 9, this is coming to a nearing the cycle end to that fulfillment where you're going to be able to attain this or embrace this. I like this because it's going to feel like a sense of, I made it, I did it, I've got this, I know how this works now. Maybe you're looking at getting into mediumship or some type of gifts where you can use your gifts for the good. And we have the animal realm. So you may be communicating with your animals. Now, maybe you are looking at getting into veterinarian, about helping animals and knowing and seeing what the problem is with your clairvoyance. Perhaps you have animals, maybe you're helping them in a different way. This is again coming to that nearing the end of the cycle of fulfillment and getting closer to what you need to get to with the help of your angels here coming through to help you with that. I like this. That's not number 9 again. That attainment. Let's look at the outcome for you. Okay. All right. There's that freedom I was talking about, that trust as well. Being able to trust self, trust in the commitment, trusting in your partner that they're going to come through for you and do what you need. You need to have that freedom of your own space and having your own time to work on your own self-love. And it's about doing for you just as much as you do for someone else, if not more, because you are the most important. You came here on your own at one point. You grew up on your own. You had parents, obviously. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. But if you didn't, I mean, it's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your own destiny, your own fate that's to happen just for you, no one else, you. We all have that. And understanding the secret of life is about knowing that it's about you first and then for others. So if you don't feel like doing something for somebody and it's not something you want to do, then say no. It's okay to say no. And it shouldn't hurt to say no. I know a lot of people have a hard time saying no to things, but getting that, if you don't feel like it, then don't. They'll understand. They'll find someone else. Whatever the case is, they'll figure it out. Let's see, compassion. I know that having that deep sense of compassion for others, to help others, I like this because it's having compassion for others' feelings, maybe even for the animal realm, which they all have feelings. They all have hurts and wanting to be accepted and wanting to be loved just as much as anyone else. Animals want that love just as much, especially pets, right? Courage. Yeah, you're going to have the courage to see this through. You may not think so now or being on your own, but you can do it. Now, if you are breaking up with somebody, then this will be a good experience to make your own decisions, right? Not rely on anyone else or have anyone rely on you. You won't have that other sense of the number 10 of wands of having any other burdens or obligations or deadlines for anyone else. It's about what is for you, right? So, and if you are with somebody here, and married, then there may be some fighting and stuff going on. And just take a breath because you know retrogrades in this. It's going to be wanting to hang on more tightly. Maybe it's time to kind of let go and just be in the day to day instead of tomorrow and the future and what has to happen, right? And just being in the flow, enjoying your ride. I mean, that's the whole idea is coming into this life where you are good to people along the way. What we're supposed to be doing. It's about the journey and how you treat people. It's how things are going to go for in the afterlife, right? Talent. So you have a talent here, a God-given talent here that Spirit has given and blessed you with. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Blessings. So you definitely have blessings with this talent, and this may propel you, and this may be this clairvoyance, maybe something to do with the animal realm. You know your story. If it's not about the animal realm, it may be about animals. You just love animals, okay? Now, maybe you're hearing your animal that may have passed. Maybe you're hearing the tap, tap, tap along the lino or tile or whatever your flooring is, and you may think you hear your passed over loved one that you don't have anymore. And it's like, or you feel them jump up on the bed or lay down beside you. They may just be there. You may not see them. For some of you with this clairvoyance, you will see them, or you will get the signs that they're there, okay? Or the feelings. I like this for you. Let's give it a couple more cards here. And we'll wrap this up. For Scorpio, the intensity, exploring, purging, and renewing. Okay, so maybe you're needing to talk about some things here. Maybe talk to yourself about things that you want to do. Growing your money independently if you're financially independent or financially codependent. Let's put it that way. Have some goals, study some things, get your own life or ambitions going so you see your worth in things. Maybe you don't want to work, it's just perfectly perfect. I mean, if you're able to be at home and not have to work, then that's fine. But on the other hand, maybe you want that spending money for yourself. Love on the brain, let's see what that is. Aha. So you may be fighting at this time or wanting to fight for something that maybe is needing to be let go of. Maybe this person is, or maybe somebody is fighting with you, but it may have to do with ego. Maybe you have love on the brain and the ego is getting in the way, or somebody else's ego is getting in the way. Let's see. Why is the Knight of Swords here? What's fighting about? Burdens and maybe third parties or some type of celebration that's coming up. For some of you, maybe it's a bit of a burden, and maybe that's what you're fighting about. Take a breath. Maybe you're fighting to have some type of love go down here. Maybe there's another person involved. Let's see. Trust your intuition. Wow. You're going to have that happily ever after here in the Pentacles with that emotional harmony. There may be some inheritance and things you pass down to your own children. Maybe you're getting some things passed down to you. I feel like this is kind of a legacy you might want to build here as well to help out your children, or when you have children, you might want to put things in trust for them. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be something unexpected here. Some type of wealth when you are talking to your person there. Whoever's coming in for you, you're going to build a lot with this person. You're going to it's going to be unexpected about maybe how much wealth they have. Maybe you don't know that about this person yet, but there may be something that you're going to pass down to children. There is some type of trusting in your abilities and in your intuition here, especially this clairvoyance here. Feelings, let's see. Wow, it is definitely going to be a passionate new beginning here. This is going to be something that you may birth. This is going to be taking action towards maybe a business that you might want to get together on. This is something of maybe birthing a child to have that family. It's going to impact a family dynamic. This is going to be a blessing. There may be some progress or maybe you initiate something or initiation to do something here. Maybe you're the one that brings this up. Maybe you have the good idea. This could be a blessing from spirit coming down to give you that idea that's really going to propel your wealth. Wow, Hierophant, blessings. Perhaps you do get married. Now, this is at the end here, so I kind of just went straight across. But I mean, if that is what this is, perhaps there's a plan to get married or have that commitment or become very close to spirit where you're at the highest level of the Hierophant. You can't get any higher to God than that. So perhaps you're going to have that really great relationship with spirit, or there is a marriage here because we did see marriage. Now, if you're not wanting to get married, maybe you change your mind, or perhaps you end up having that commitment even though you don't have the paperwork. What's this? Oh, we have blessing. Oh, wait, we got love, blessing and fighting. So maybe you're already in a relationship and fighting, and there's a type of blessing, there's this love in here. So perhaps you're meant to walk away from somebody and finish out a cycle to have somebody new come in. Maybe it is about fighting to keep what you have for love already. Well, you're going to recover from any financial disaster coming through here. You're going to recover financially. Now, this may be through spirit saying, look, even if your finances aren't doing great right now, it's going to get better. And there's going to be love coming through that's maybe going to help you with that, with the Ten of Pentacles, where you're going to build something. You have lessons and blessings in your past life, so you must have passed some tests that are coming back through for this lifetime. Well, that marriage, Ace of Wands is coming through. What's the other one here? Oh, that one was already here. Sorry. I was going to say, what? I'm sure I already had that one. So, wow, we have good luck. That Wheel of Fortune turned in your favor, coming through in the. Look at that. You're going to have so much luck coming in for you when it comes to some relationship here with the Four of Wands. And this is so awesome because this is going to be that happy home. That love is in the air. This is going to be like such a big celebration. It could be somewhere where you come home and you're at peace. You feel rested when you come home. You have that beautiful dynamic. Honey, I'm home. That harmony and that beautiful concept of peace, love, and family type of dynamic coming through there. You know, a lot of good luck when it comes to this. And maybe this is a long time coming for you. Things are going to shape up for you really well here, Virgo. Let's look at what this animal realm is all about here. Maybe you're hanging on to or wanting to keep your animals or memories or this now this could be about saving up to get a certain animal that you've always wanted. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, so perhaps this hasn't come through yet. I feel like this is maybe I feel like maybe you're not focused on this right now when it comes to a pet, but maybe you're saving for that at a later date, or you've been wanting to have a pet. And maybe when you meet this person, maybe they already have one. Oh, wow. So I'm getting a victory, but it hasn't come in yet. And that could be why it's coming in reversed as well. Maybe you just haven't had this come through just yet for this to come through with this commitment. So you haven't had this victory yet, but I feel like it is coming. So why is that? Yeah, you're healing still. So there's some healing still going on. You may needing to be going out more in order to run into this person or have your destiny cross with this other person to meet them. Now, you can't stay at home and expect, oh yeah, I want this person, blah 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 blah. I want this. I'm so open to it, blah blah blah. But stay home. They can't meet you like that. You have to actively be doing something in order to meet this person. Maybe you go for lunch by yourself and meet this person. Maybe you go for a drink by yourself and meet this person. Maybe you go out with a friend and you meet this person. Maybe you just go grocery shopping and you run into this person. Whatever the case is, putting yourself out there is the key to running into this person. Now, maybe this is meant to happen fairly soon. I'm getting September is a good month for this. Yeah, this is broken heart still. Not maybe why this is healing at this time. So needing to let things go and not put the blame game going on. Now, with the blame game, it's their fault. No, it's their fault. No, it's about what did you learn along the way from this person in the first place to get to where you are right now? What's happened? What happened where maybe you didn't have your boundaries in place? Maybe you don't know how to put those boundaries in place. Maybe you're not able to walk away from somebody, not listening to your intuition. I feel like this is kind of maybe something that you had from childhood, where maybe you were bullied or bulldozed in some way, shape, or form, maybe by a parent or a sibling or a friend that's kind of not taking you into consideration and always had you at the back burner. And this is maybe where you've always been. Second to someone else and being in their shadow. And it's about putting yourself first, putting yourself and pulling yourself out of that shadow to be in the light. It's time for you to see the light, okay? I know. Let's see what your intuition is saying. Look at you. You're going to be somebody that's going to start some type of business here. You're going to be confident, fiery. If you aren't already, you may be trying to feel that determination to do something for self. That's self-assured that you can do this. You're fiery and optimistic about what you can do here. I feel like you are looking at maybe this may be with this person. Once you have some type of God-given talent here to do something here. You are meant to do something here. What about your person? All right, we have the moon. So I feel like with this person, they may be in some type of internal conflict. Maybe they are the one that is healing. This is maybe why they haven't come forward. This is Aquarius. This is them being in their head instead of their heart. They may be getting guidance and having some hope and promise and healing, and having the faith that something's going to happen. Perhaps you're in the public eye. Excuse me. Sorry. I've never had that happen before. Um, oh, pardon me. So, yeah, I kind of feel like with the moon here, this may be all about, um, did I say Aquarius? Why did I say Aquarius? I was like, I was looking at this as the star. Isn't that funny? I'm getting this healing and hope and promise and guidance. And the moon is all about compassion and internal conflict and uncovering the truth and reflecting things. The lobster is something that surfaces and you see it for what it is. It's like scrapping with each other and over the moon. I don't know. It's like seeing the path despite all the distractions. Interesting. I'm really getting this guidance though. I'm not really sure where that's coming from. It's like I was thinking in the head, being analytical, and it's like too much in your head. That internal conflict is really having issues resurfacing and maybe some type of fear about getting together with somebody again. And it may be because you're still new to this healing. Maybe you haven't finished healing, where there's certain things that you haven't let go of yet, which is perfectly perfect. Everybody has their own journey of healing. So don't feel like you have to rush. That is the worst thing to do, is feeling like, okay, I'm healed, and something comes up to trigger you and you blow it with somebody new because of being triggered and not knowing how to deal with those triggers, and realizing that it's about, maybe you look up at spirit and you don't say anything to this person that may have triggered you. You look to spirit and say, please help me through this. I know I'm being triggered. I understand that this is just being triggered at something that's happened to me before that I've already let go of, and I need to let this go now. If this keeps happening and I keep getting this, I know this is my intuition trying to tell me something. But if this is the first time it's happened with somebody new, this may just be a trigger and it may not be something to worry about. Okay, so there's one thing to be having somebody doing something shady to you over and over and over again, and you ignoring that and thinking, oh, I'm just getting triggered. But if it keeps happening, there's some type of pattern going on here, and it may not just be a trigger. Okay, maybe it's something hidden. Okay, so something may come to the surface that maybe you're just not seeing somebody in your energy already that is that potential person that maybe you had or didn't see them that way, okay, at first. And maybe you're friends with this person, maybe it becomes more than that. So, I mean, don't read in anything into something that isn't. Of course, this is a general reading. So take what does resonate for you for things that may have been happening in your life and what you may be on for your journey, and let the other stuff go. I mean, there are things coming in here that are beautiful, especially if you're looking to have some type of talent, maybe in clairvoyance or some type of spiritual um, type of gift or blessing. And I mean, blessings upon blessings can come in for you, especially if you are manifesting and asking for spirit to bring forth what you have been asking for. Of course, in divine timing, that's going to happen when it's meant to. So, anyhow, this has gone on a little longer than I hoped. Take care, you guys. If you'd like to donate, you can in the description box below, or in the super thanks, or just watching the videos. But if you really want to help the channel, subscribe, become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done so already. And, those likes and shares don't hurt any either, so, but I really appreciate all the ongoing support for every time that you click on my videos. I do appreciate you, and I am bringing forth any blessings that are meant for you to come to you, Virgo. It could be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. And it's good to watch some of the other placements in your chart, your moon, your sun, and your rising for sure. And those ones there are going to, if you watch all three, you can kind of put those stories together to make another big story of your life of what may be happening. And it may ring true on all three in some way, shape, or form that is kind of giving you a message that you're needing to hear from your loved ones. So don't feel bad if you are looking at your sun, moon, or rising. You're not cross-watching unless you are watching for someone else's sign to find out what's going on in their life. That is what cross-watching is when it's not your sign that you're watching it for, it's for someone else that you're watching it for. So that's what cross-watching is. So anyhow, take care, you guys. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.